Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Herbert to throw right away. He finds his target, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Herbert now. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out on the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now McCoy. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4 down here?
Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Newton. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Off play action. Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Newton. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with McCoy. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
20.
Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Ready. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
That's it.
nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
20.
Now it's Newton. That's complete to Bolden. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That third down conversion good for 23.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Express! 20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown!
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. There's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. But today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff. Running left is McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 23-yard run.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Newton. He finds Bolden. And knock him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future, bright. Running on first down, Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Express!
From the 45 on second down, Newton. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Dolphins. But he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to try and go deep again. And this will be caught at the 30.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A huge play there for Denver. 63 yards. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Good, good. Express! Good, good. Good, good, good.
On second and very short, Newton.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Newton. He finds Bolden. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On first down, Newton.
Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Newton throwing again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Cam Newton as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Justin Herbert trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them leveling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
20. 20.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the option, here's Ekeler.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An explosive 38-yard pickup. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Ekeler now between the tackles. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Newton on 1st down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Newton. Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will tie us at 24. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 71 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Williams will try again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
To throw again on second down. Newton got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first down throw for Newton. Over the middle, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On first down, it's Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time.
And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams.
To about the 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Herbert.
Over the middle, complete. That's Holt.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to the ground.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
20.
Here's Newton. He's got Eckler.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Newton.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's Newton. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Newton now to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now Newton. And it's caught.
And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot there.
One last throw here for Newton. It's complete, and they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the